Hi guys, this is Pijo Studio, and in today's video we are going to learn how to create long shadow text effects using After Effects. So guys, for this we are not going to use Illustrator or Photoshop. We are using mainly After Effects with the help of Animation Composer. Without wasting my time, let's dive into After Effects. I'll create a new comp and name it text. I'll make sure the width is 1920 and the height is 1080. Frame rate is 30, and I'll make sure the duration is, let's say, 10 seconds or 20. I'll make sure the background color is black. The next thing that we need to do is to use our text. Go here and select the text tool over here and type in your text. I'll make sure that the text is being centered. So I'll come to align. If you cannot see your align, come to Windows and check on align. I'll select my text and click on this. It's going to align it for me. So I'll increase my text. I'll change the text to base. So I'll duplicate the text. On the second one, I'll name it scale. I will enlarge it small. As I said in the intro, we are going to use Animation Composer for our extrusion and our animation and text animation. Animation Composer is a free extension from Mr. Horse. So check in my link in the description and download it from that side. So I'll select in the text, then I'll come to Windows, then I'll come to Animation Composer. So I'll select the first one, which is the starter preset, then I'll come to transition text layer, and I'll come to character. So I'll come to overshoot scale. For the text, I'll use the top one for it, and it's cool. Maybe you can't see it, so this is how it's going to appear. And the down one, which is the scale, so I'll use this one for the down one. You get it? So we have our animation done. This is so fast, bro. This is the magic of Animation Composer. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an offset. I don't want them to come at the same time, so I'll bring it back like this. So you can tweak it to the way you like it. You get it? Yeah, I think this is cool. Let me turn it back to full. After select the two text like this, then press Ctrl+Shift+C or right click, then come to pre-compose. I'll name it street scale. I'll move all attributes. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'll come back to the Animation Composer again, and I'll come to the starter preset again, then I'll come to Effect 2D layers. I'll click on it, then I'll come to long shadow extrude, the last folder over here. Then I'll check in the first one. So this is the effect that is going to give us, if you can see over here. So I'll click it twice and it's going to affect my text. Now you can see I have some extrusion at the back of my text. So right now I'm changing the color from gray to black. So the reason we are not seeing is that our background color is black. So I need to toggle click on the transparency grid. So I need to make some small adjustment over here. So for the length I'm going for 34. And for the angle I'm going for 129. I think this is cool. I think now I'm done with Animation Composer, so what I need to do is to close it. This is cool though, but let's add some small slants to the whole text. So I'll come to my effect and presets, and I'll search in slants. So CC slants rather. So I'll drag and drop on my text like this. And for the slant, I'll use 13 here, and for the height I'll use 86. So guys, this is what we have. So right now the only thing I need to do is that I need to position my text. So guys, this is what you have. So guys, after doing this, you need to select your pre-composed text, the street scale, right click on it, then come to layer style. When you come to layer style, then come to a stroke. You see we are having some red stroke over here, so click on the stroke like this. There is a drop down over here. When you click it on, it's going to open this. There's a drop down over here, click it and come to size and increase it. So right now I'll change the color from red to black, and this is what we have. So guys, the next thing that we need to do is that we need to bring in our ball. You see there is some ball at the left, there is some ball at the end of the T and the S. So I need to bring in the ball. You can download this ball too from my link in the description. So this is my ball. I'll drag and drop it here. So this is the ball. Let's increase it by pressing S on the scale to increase it like this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a path which the ball will follow. So I'll go for the pen tool and draw a path, simple path. So I'll make sure the stroke, after taking the pen tool, I'll make sure the stroke is 0. The fill, I'll click here, the fill to be none. I don't want any color. I'll draw a simple path. I'll start from somewhere like here. I'll come to here. So guys, this is the path that the ball is going to follow. So after, I'll click and hold on the pen tool and come to the convert vectors tool. I'll click on the point over here. It's going to give me some curve. I'll click on here too. It's going to give me this sound course over here. I'll click on this too. So right now I have something smooth. This is so simple. You can make all the adjustment to it for it to look good for you. So I'll click on the shape like this. I can name it path. So I'll click on it like this. Then click on the arrow over here. Come to contents. Come to shape. Then come to path. I'll make sure my time indicator over here is at 0. It's at the beginning of the frame. And I'll click here. I'll click on the stopwatch beside the path. I'll click on it. It's going to give me this keyframe. So what I'm going to do is that I'll select it and press Ctrl C. You are done over here. Then I'll come to the ball and I'll press on position. And I'll click on the stopwatch over here. And I'll press Ctrl V. Right now you can see we have some keyframe over here. So let's play it and see. Guys, you see what you're having right now. But the only thing is that the ball is moving so slowly. So I'll select the whole keyframe like this. And hold Alt on the last keyframe. Then bring it forward. You see right now our ball is moving so fast, right? So when you want to slow it a bit down, hold Alt and hold on the last keyframe and bring it backwards. You get it? So that one is based on you. Either you want it fast or you want it slow. The next thing that we need to do is that as the ball is coming like this, there have to be some lines to show that the ball is moving or the ball is in fast motion. So those lines, we are going to use the same path that we created. Right now we are going to enable the stroke. So the stroke is going to follow the line. I'll click on the path like this, then come to the stroke. Make sure the stroke is somehow red so that you can see what you are doing over here. You can change it anytime that you want it. So I'll increase the stroke like, I think 35 is okay. I think it's too much. Let's say 30. Click on the path like this, come to shape, then come to stroke. Then the line cap, make it round cap, and in the meter joint, make it round joint. So you come to taper too as well. Increase the start length and leave the end length. So the start length will be 100 and the end length will be 0. Right now our stroke is still. It's not moving. You need to follow the ball. So what you are going to do is that we are going to enable trim paths. So this is trim path. Click on the arrow over here and click on trim paths. So this is trim paths. And we need to press on U. You see the keyframe that we created for the path is still there. So we need to remove that keyframe. You don't need it anymore. Come to contents. Then come to add. Then add trim paths. Let's close this so that this thing will not be plenty. So on the trim path, make sure that your time indicator is 0. And make sure that the end too is 0. And click on the keyframe for end. The start is already 0. If it's at 100, make sure it's 0. And click on the stopwatch again to create a keyframe. You will move forward. Where the ball ends, that's where we are going to end. So for the ball part, you can press U to see its keyframes. So when you click on this, it's going to zoom into your timeline. So this is where exactly the ball ends. And we are going to also increase our start from 0 to 100. And I'll increase this on to 200. Nothing is happening. The next thing that we need to do is that we need to make some offsets. So we select the top keyframe like this and do something like this. Right now you can see the red, right? So the red is following the ball. If you are making it to this point, I think you're almost there. Whenever you make more offsets, it's going to make the stroke more lengthier. We need to select the whole keyframe from here to where the ball is, the ball keyframe, and press on F9. So I think this is cool. But let's come to the ball too. You see the ball is for the ball to make more appealing. we need to make sure we animate on the scale tool as well. So this is where the ball ends. So you hold shift and add S to the position. Right now you have scale over here. So click on the scale tool like this. And now from the beginning, you have to make sure that the scale is at 0. So this is what you have. You get it. So right now we can change our stroke, which is our path. The path color to what? I need to make this thing stroke. Let me change the name to stroke. Right now you can change our stroke color to black or any color that you want. So I'll go for something like this. Our stroke is on top of the ball. So for it to hide it, we need to make it come below the ball. We'll bring the layer down, and this is what you have. So for it to look more interesting, we can duplicate our stroke. Let me make the layer yellow. We can duplicate it. I'll duplicate it once more, and I'll make sure that the stroke weight is thinner, and I'll make the color black. So it was at 30, so let's say something like 15, and I'll make sure that I'll bring the layer backwards a bit so that both of them won't start at the same time. But for it to look more aesthetic pleasing, I'll make sure that I'll bring this one to this side a bit. I think the distance is too much. Push it to the top a bit. Or you can click on the stroke, the one you want to change. You can come to shape and come to path. You can change the path, but you have to make sure that you're on the last keyframe. I'll click on the shape like this. I'll select shape 1 like this, and I'll do something like this. You get it? You can be tweaking it. So for this side, I need to fast forward this side. I don't want my tutorial to be long. I think I'm okay with this. For tutorial sake, we are going to bring our text layer. We don't want it to start from the beginning. We want the ball to come first. So we bring it backwards like this. So the ball will come. So guys, the next thing that we need to do is that we need to mask our ball to feel like it's entering into the text. So for that one, I'll go for my pen tool and I'll do some masking. But I'll make sure the ball is off, and I'll do some masking over here. Let's on the ball. Right now, this is what you have. So right now, it feels like the ball is inside the text. So the only thing that we need to do is that we need to animate on the mask. We come to the mask over here. There's the mask. So this is where the ball ends. We will add keyframe on the mask part over here. Then we come back 1 frame. Then we select. We come to the selection tool. Then select here like this and make it big. You can make everything big over here. You get what I'm doing? So now let's play. You get it? I think this is so simple. You get it? So guys, this is where I'll end the tutorial. I'll do the part 2 of this tutorial. We are going to look at how to create that shape and fix our video inside and do some small position animation on it. So guys, if my tutorial is helpful, kindly click on the subscribe button, like it, share it. See you on the next one.